Don't place a trade based on what you're seeing in this video because there is no guarantees of making a profit in the market. It takes you a long time to become a good trader. So this video here is just to educate you to become a much better trader. Alrighty, traders. So a lot of people are freaking out right now. Oh my God, John, the market sold off. You were wrong. You said it was going to explode and go to all-time new highs and blah, 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 blah. All right. I'm saying blah, 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 because no one ever knows, right? No one ever knows. I was actually seeing this move into the upside, but I just want to do this perspective is this the start? Is this the start of a next downward move? Well, hold your horses just for 1 minute, okay? Yes, we've got a big down bar through here, and it does look like we may get a bit more follow through to the downside tomorrow. But just hold your horses for a minute, okay? We did get a pullback, and now we're getting a bit more of a solid bar through here. So it does look like on the short term, okay? On the short term, it does look like they're probably going to get a bit of downside. That's the Dow Jones. That's the S&P 500, right? But as you can see, right, like not really much volume going on through here. All right, if we look at the SPY, we've got a bit more volume going on through there. And if I look at the DIA, again, a bit more volume going through there. So we may, right? We may be getting ready for a move to the downside. But I want you to be looking at this, okay? The market is, it's so important to keep an eye on that bigger picture when we're looking at these markets. So let me just bring up, say, this particular chart through here, okay? And I'm going to bring up this yearly chart through here. And I'm going to bring up the Dow Jones, okay? So if I bring up the Dow Jones right now, look at what we still have here, okay? So every time we get a bit of a down move, people are freaking out. Oh my goodness, John, we're going. Okay. And so we can actually see what's happening through here, right? But look what's going on right now, okay? If I bring this down through to here, let me just share something with you, okay? Firstly, what do we have here? First, we have this long-term trend line, support line coming up through here, okay? So we have a very long-term support line coming up through here. And then if you bring it back to we can see that if we bring it back through here, right, we can see on the bigger picture that this whole area through here was indeed a whole bunch of area of resistance and support. You can see that whole area really through there and possibly even a bit lower than that. You can see even just below here as well. So this whole area really through here is support. So it's going to be really, really interesting. Like, guys, we never know what's going to happen, okay? And one thing that's so important to understand is that you don't need to know what's going to happen. You don't need to be right. Some people say, John, you're wrong half the time, blah, blah, blah. It's like, if you actually look at my trades, the actual trades that I take, not the market commentary, because when I'm doing my market commentary like this is the Dow Jones, this is the S&P, this is what it's doing right now. I don't trade the S&P 500 or the Dow Jones, right? Based on, oh, well, this is what the market's doing. If I say it looks like we're going to break up to all-time new highs and go for that, I'm not going to trade that. Or, John, that's stupid. Why would you want to trade that? It's like, no. There's a differences from analyzing the market to see what's going on right now and an actual trading setup. So right now, guys, that, yes, we are getting a bit of a pullback. We're getting a bit more of a solid pullback. We have a ton of support levels coming all through here where we are right now, okay? And what we want to do, what we want to do is, as you can see through there, let me just bring this back through here. As you can see, right, it's definitely a whole area there and also through there as well too. So this whole width through here, even possibly even down a bit more through there, right down through to say there is a whole bunch of areas of support. So yes, we may be getting a bit of a short-term pullback through here on the Dow Jones, but look what's going on through there. Look at the S&P 500 as well too, right? The S&P 500, look what's happening here. Major resistance, support, resistance. Look, we're right at that level right now from this long-term support level, and we're at that level there right now. So we're not at the woodworks right now, and we're not out of the woodworks yet, meaning that if we're looking for more upside, or if we're looking to see where's this likely to break, the thing is, guys, you got to understand is like, where is the major trend still to this day, right? We can never pick tops, we never can pick bottoms. Where's the major trend? Low, higher low. This still could be some sort of higher low and a bull flag forming, right? See how we've developed. We looked at the small picture. Oh my goodness, it's going to drop, right? And that's what's going on through there. Now, the one that's the most weakest is actually the Nasdaq. The Nasdaq is actually the most weakest out of the whole lot. So if we actually develop a trend line going on through, say, I'd have to say there somewhere, through there somewhere. as you can see, right, that we've actually started to break down below this support level, and we're starting to get this sort of angles coming down through, and now we're breaking down that angle as well too. So it's really interesting to see that the Nasdaq's actually getting a lot weaker right now, but the Dow Jones and everything like that is still holding strong. But remember, guys, we're still developing higher lows. Once we break a lower low, that's when everything changes. Let me show you what I mean through here. So if I bring up this weekly chart through here, okay, we're looking at this trend line through here, okay? Once we start to break, we've got this sort of potential sort of shoulder, head and shoulder formation through here. Once we start to break this low through here, that's when everything changes. And until we do that, we're still making high lows. If we start to break this low through here, which again, no one knows, if it does, then we can flow with the market, and then we can see what's going on through here, right? So we can see this low, and higher low all through here. And then you can see that we actually have, and then that's when the market is like, that's when we're starting to see a complete change or trend. And then we possibly can see a lot more downside to come. If we go to the Dow Jones, same thing, right? Look how far we're still up through here. So, you know, Dow Jones was down 300 points or whatever. It's like yippee-doo day. So, right? So low, higher low. There still could be this low. There's still this very weak, few week worth of weak pullback through here. Okay, a very weak pullback through here. So that's what we're looking at through there. Okay, we're looking at a very weak pullback through there. And so we still could be developing. This could be just a nice 50% retracement. Now, if I bring up my trend lines once again, look at where we're at on the Dow Jones, right? We're still right at these major areas. If I just take this bottom one off, and I take this one off, and I bring that down through to say there, right? That whole area from there, possibly even up, possibly more through there, isn't it? But as you can see, right, look at this here. Look where we're at right now. This is a whole bunch of areas of support. Same for the S&P 500. We look at that there. Look at these major areas of support coming into play where we are right now. So I wouldn't be too surprised to see these buyers come back in and start to rev up. Like, guys, I'm not a bull or a bear. I'm a trader, right? If the market starts to change tune, then we have to flow with it. But right now, we're developing higher lows, and every time we get a pullback, everyone thinks it's going to crash, or we're going to see the market downturn. When the market starts to break, if the market starts to break this higher low through here, if the market starts to break that, then guess what? Then we can start to say, double top, lower low. We're likely to start seeing this action through here. Makes sense? But until that happens, no, not just yet. Okay, let's go have a quick look at silver and gold, and I bring up the candlestick chart. If we have a look at gold through here, what's been going on with gold, right? So we actually can see, this is actually silver, should I say? So this is silver, right? Silver's actually had a rundown. We've had a bit of an update. Not really much going on through there, but gold is the one that's really interesting, right? Look what happened with gold. Gold actually formed this support level. We broke down, and I actually said yesterday, is this some sort of false breakout, or is it a real breakout? And look what happened the very next day. It went straight up. And someone said in my YouTube comments just recently, "Oh, John, you idiot, gold doesn't go up when the stock market goes up." Are you nuts? Are you absolutely kidding me? Seriously? Like, have you been looking, where's gold been going ever since the start of the year? Oh, that's right, it's been going up. Where's the market been going ever since the start of the year? Oh, that's right, it's been going up. Like, look at the market. So let's have a look at gold here. This still could be some sort of false breakout. If we start to get back above this level through here, then I have a target back up here of 1560. But we've got to get a nice solid close back above there. Get back above this support line, because this sort of head and shoulder formation to me is probably going to be very, very short-lived, and we're probably going to start to see some buyers come back into gold. So that's what I'm seeing through there, guys. Just a bit of a market update. Remember, guys, there's differences between reading the charts, reading the markets, and there's also and actually trading the markets. Okay, my trading setup is my trading setup. I don't just trade because I think something's going to happen in the market. Oh, look, it's developing a bull flag. I think this is going to break out. It's going to go for run. So let me buy call options or buy the market. No, I have my setup, and then I trade that from there. Okay, so this is what's happening here right now, guys. Very, very, very interesting, especially on the indices as well too. As I was saying before. Yes, we are getting a bit of a down bar, so it'll be really interesting to see what's going to happen through there, especially on this S&P 5 on the S&P. We're right at that level of support, so it'd be really interesting to see whether the market does hold up here. I wouldn't be too surprised if it does hold up and we actually go for another run. So let's just see what happens. What do you guys think in the chat box below? Is this the top in the market, or are we going to go for a run? I have no idea. And but once the market starts to give us a bit of a warning sign, once we break this low, that'll be the warning sign to the downside.